Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Kaushik Goswami, a psychiatrist based in Melbourne, Victoria. Today I've come to address you from the platform Utsav Melbourne Association, UMA, which is a charitable organization focused on community well-being and participation. How are you all? Hope all of you are staying safe, practicing social distancing. Today I'll take this opportunity to thank UMA for providing this platform so that I can have a word or two with you about mental health. Today being a very important day. It's the World Mental Health Day, 10th of October. Every year, World Health Organization has earmarked for mental health to spread awareness, to stress upon the importance of mental health through the slogan, no health without mental health. As you can understand the importance of mental health, probably you will also appreciate that it has attained a whole new dimension, a whole new significance in this year 2020. What a year it has been. Floods, bushfires, wars ravaging the world, and now this virus, which is relentless, doesn't go away, the COVID-19. Unprecedented uncertainty, a dismal sense of no end in sight. And you can very well imagine what this will do is increase mental health issues, anxiety and depression. Just imagine the consequences of this pandemic. The whole world in the throes of lockdown. Millions of people have lost their jobs, livelihoods. People stuck in abject poverty, fragile circumstances and situations. People not being in touch with their loved ones, not being able to see their loved ones. Many of us are migrants, many of us are expats. We have our elderly parents abroad, overseas. We are worried about them. We are very worried about them. Some of us have gone through this terrible grief of losing our loved ones without even being able to say goodbye to them, even being able to see them during that time. It is terrible. And whilst I say that this will, and as you know, this is increasing the frequency of mental health conditions, let me tell you that this is not a weakness. Mental health is real. Mental health conditions are real. Mental illness is real, like any other illness. Depression, anxiety. It is not a sign of weakness. So if you feel anxious, if you feel depressed, that does not mean that you're lesser than anybody else. Seek help, please. And this is evidenced by the efforts Australian government has undertaken. And that proves the kind of importance Australian government and many other governments across the world are placing on mental health. Increased funding in mental health in the federal government budget and funding and even in Victoria to make sure that everybody can access the care that they need. But it is probably important, and it is probably very timely to say a few words about what we can do to keep ourselves healthy and safeguard against mental health concerns on a day-to-day basis. Simple things that we all know, but often in this unprecedented time and stress we forget to do. Being connected always helps. Connect to your friends, talk to them, speak about your fears and distresses with your loved ones, with your confidants. That really helps. It is important to show your vulnerable side through one or two people. And then that will make you feel connected, that will make you feel held, that you're not alone. Loneliness is a curse, particularly if you have an existing mental health condition. Social isolation can have a terrible negative impact. So stay connected. Compassion, gratitude, very important things in positive psychology, helps make you feel complete, helps you feel empowered. Helping somebody else, being kind to somebody else, being grateful for whatever you have, Many of us feel quite, worried, sad, miserable, and we forget the amount of misery that billions and billions out there are facing, which are way more than we have ever faced. Staying grateful, being grateful for the life we have, that helps us staying, maintaining the balance in our mind. But what do you do if you feel depressed? And now here I probably would like to mention a few words about what is depression. Depression is not just feeling a little sad in a day or feeling a little too sad for a few days. Depression is a clinical condition characterized by persistent sadness, when you feel sad for most of the days of the week, for most of the weeks of the month. Along with that, you feel this lack of motivation, feeling worthless, feeling hopeless, lack of energy, lack of sleep and appetite. If you feel terribly anxious, when you feel, terrible worry, ill foreboding, feeling restless, feeling on the edge, muscles taut, breathing heavily, palpitation, what do you do? Again, it's not a weakness. Seek help. You can go to your GP, get a mental health care plan, get to a psychologist. You can see a psychiatrist if your GP recommends. I've also provided some numbers which are screening, websites which are very helpful, Men's Helpline, Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue is a very useful website, a lot of information on mental health. Also, they have a helpline which you can access and seek support. And if any of you feel that life is a burden and going is too tough, and you want to give up and you're feeling suicidal, talk to somebody. Being suicidal is not a moral weakness again. It does not mean that you're weak. It really means that you had a very tough run. It really means that you're fighting too hard. So seek help, seek support. I've also provided some suicide helplines there. And remember that together we will beat this. And remember, you are all winners, each and every one of you. Thank you.